Thank you for tuning in to NSUSpartans.com and our weekly NSU Football Coaches Show with Pete Adrian. Here, week 2 of the football season. Coach, coming off a tremendous win last week over Virginia State, your season over 37-3. I know it's nice to go out there with a win, especially in front of a nice home crowd, and you got really good, strong play out of your offense, defense, and your special team set.
Well, yeah, I think that was the thing I was most pleased about. I mean, right from the start, we played solid all the way through. We didn't have a law on either side of the ball. Special teams, I thought, improved over a year ago for that first ball game, and it was really a good effort. And then the film proved out we graded out very well, so I was really pleased with that.
Looking at each side of the ball, first, offensively, you had 438 yards of total offense. Did a nice job moving the football consistently throughout the game. Very efficient, of course, led by Chris Wally, your quarterback, 25 for 29.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get someone, they also had 8 different receivers with it, and we had 3 different running backs, not counting the quarterback carrying the football. And, that's really what we're looking for. We're really trying to be in balanced offense and defense, but you're not going to be able to just look at one person. We're going to move the ball around, and the key to it is to take what the defense is going to give us.
Now, we really saw Chris have some really solid games at quarterback late last season. The Morgan State game last year, he was 20 for 22. Now he's 25 for 29 this Saturday. What do you attribute that growth of Chris over, say, the last 5 or 6 ball games to?
Well, from Chris from day one, as I've always said, it's like a coach on the field. I mean, he's got a great football mind. He sees the whole field. He knows that when he sees it, he's one of these quarterbacks. If he sees it, he's going to take it. A lot of guys want to wait, and that's where you have a problem with. That's one reason why we don't give up any sacks.
Now, looking at defensively, you only give up 3 points. That, of course, set up by a long kickoff return. Nothing flashy on defense, just your solid, strong defense. Not a lot of first downs. I think Virginia State only had 8 for the game. I imagine you have to be pretty happy with that first week effort from your defense.
Yeah, and I was happy with our third down. They were 2 for 12 in the third down, and got both of those back-to-back on us in the 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 11 situation. Well, I wasn't happy about that in the third quarter, but at the same time, it gives us something to build on.
I know you said coming into the season you wanted to force more turnovers on defense. You only had one Saturday, but it was a big one, a real momentum changer, the interception return for touchdown by Ricardo Wilson.
Yeah, he did a great job. He sat back in his zone, and I think the quarterback thought he was dropping out, and he come right in front of him and took it all the way, so it was a very good play. And
special teams, solid through the preseason, solid as well through in the first game. Ryan Easton, 3 of 3 on field goals. Everett Goldberg with some nice kickoffs, including a touchback.
Yeah, our kickoff coverage is really good, and the one kickoff they returned, I got to give them credit. They blocked us. They blocked us at the point of attack, and it wasn't like somebody had a major breakdown. And we don't like to get blocked, but the other team does practice.
Now, you get a nice win to start the season, and now a big step up in class this week as you face West Virginia, your alma mater. What are you going to tell your kids going into this game? Obviously, this will be the 4th time that you will have faced an FBS team in your tenure here at Norfolk State.
Well, the thing we always say, we're going to go play hard. And we are. We always have. We played hard in every game we go on. We're going to play for 60 minutes. And obviously we're going in there to try to win the football game. But we also know what we're stacked up against. West Virginia's a top 25 team. Big East defending champions, picked to win it again this year. And the biggest thing that we want to come away with that is we know we're going to play in front of a big hostile crowd of 60,000 plus. We know we're going to see the most speed we're going to see in size like that. So if we can match up to that, then that's something we can build on for the rest of the season.
How much does it help having played Rutgers twice before and Kentucky as well in 2008? A number of your players on this team will have played in at least one, if not more, of those games.
Yeah, well, a couple of our 50-year seniors, this is their 4th one. And it makes a big thing. They understand what's going on and playing with it. And the way we played Rutgers last year, especially on both sides of football in the first quarter and for the defense throughout the first 3 quarters, we played right with them, and things happen. You just get tired, and the team wears you down.
You mentioned last year's game, 3-0 right before halftime, another field goal heading into halftime, which was a little controversial, made it 6-0, but nonetheless, I imagine that gives your team something to build on and some confidence, although it's a different opponent, different season. I imagine that has to give your team a little confidence going into this week's game, too.
Well, and like I said, it's early in the year, and we're seeing the best team we're going to face all year, at least I hope we're going to face all year, in the second game of the season. And, that kind of be a benchmark for you. If we can come in here and play a good, solid football game, and you got to come out of that feeling pretty good.
Now, for you, tell us a little bit about what this week will be like. You're a 1970 West Virginia graduate. You played and coached there, and I know it'll be one of your first few times back to West Virginia since the time that you left there.
Well, I've been getting lit up by a lot of my former players with the emails. And, I can't say on the air what they're saying, but it's all in fun. And there'll be a lot of people there. I've already had emails from 40, 50 guys saying they want to see me, after the football game and things of that nature. That's nice, and we keep in contact with some people. But of course, when we go there, it's all business at the time we start. And I played at Old Mountaineer Field, so even though their stadium is really a nice stadium, it'd be fun to be in there. It'll be just another stadium. Let's go. But I know right now that the fans will be hostile. They don't care who you are.
Well, Coach, we wish you good luck in that game. We know the fans will be certainly anticipating that result, and we look forward to catching up with you next week as we get ready to go into this MEAC opener against Howard. That's the NSUSpartans.com football coaches show for this week. Be sure to check back frequently to NSUSpartans.com for more information on Norfolk State football.